Liverpool are collapsing, and the world is watching in disbelief. A £450 million rebuild, world-class signings, a squad that was supposed to dominate Europe, now sitting 11th, losing 6 of their last 7 Premier League matches. This isn't a dip. This is a historic meltdown, one Liverpool haven't experienced since the 1960s. Today on The Real Sport, we uncover the real truth behind Liverpool's shocking downfall, why the signings aren't working, why the system is breaking, and whether Arne is losing control at Anfield. Before we continue, please subscribe. Our channel The Real Sport is still small, barely 50 subscribers, and your support helps us bring bigger and better football stories every week. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive in. Part 1, the fall no one expected. Liverpool were crowned champions just months ago. The slot era looked unstoppable. But suddenly, everything has collapsed. Liverpool have now lost 6 of their last 7 league matches, conceded 18 goals in 10 games, suffered back-to-back 3-0 defeats for the first time since 1965. Anfield, once a fortress, is now a stadium full of fear. How did the champions become this broken so fast? Part 2, the tactical crisis. Arne Slot's Liverpool lack direction, identity, structure. The pressing isn't working. The transitions are slow. The midfield is chaotic. And the defense collapses the moment pressure comes. When Liverpool concede first, it's over. Last season, they were the kings of comebacks. This season, they haven't recovered a single point from losing positions. One punch, and they fall apart. Part 3, Konaté, from pillar to problem. Defensively, the biggest shock is Ibrahim Konaté. Last season, he was elite. This season, he's a liability. We've seen poor clearances, lost duels, bad positioning, slow reactions, errors leading directly to goals. Manchester City exposed him. Nottingham Forest exposed him. Crystal Palace exposed him. Fans are beginning to ask, is Konaté still the right partner for Van Dijk? Part 4, Florian Wirtz. Not ready for England. Florian Wirtz was supposed to be the creative superstar Liverpool needed, but the Premier League has swallowed him whole. He has 0 goals, 0 assists, repeated turnovers, slow decision-making. He struggles with physicality. In Europe, he looks fine. In England, he looks lost. Was he the wrong profile for Slot's system? Part 5, Alexander Isak, the £125 million ghost. Liverpool paid a British record fee for Alexander Isak. But instead of a lethal striker, they got an isolated, disconnected, out-of-rhythm forward. 1 goal in the Carabao Cup. 1 assist, the only Premier League contribution. He doesn't look fit. He doesn't look confident. He doesn't look like the Newcastle version of Isak. Liverpool spent £125 million, and the return is nearly 0. Grimacing Face Part 6, the Diaz Mistake. Selling Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich may be Liverpool's biggest error. He was their best 1v1 winger, their best ball carrier, their best transitional threat. Without him, Liverpool's wide play is dead. Salah and Gakpo can't carry the ball like Diaz. Wirtz and Ekitike aren't natural wingers. The attack now has no chaos, no explosiveness, no spark. Meanwhile, Diaz is thriving at Bayern. High voltage Part 7, the Salah problem. Mohamed Salah still scores, still creates, but Slot removed much of his defensive responsibility. When the press collapses, the right side becomes a weakness. If Salah isn't scoring, his lack of defensive pressure becomes costly. He isn't the problem, but he is part of the structural imbalance. Puzzle piece Part 8, squad imbalance and injury chaos. Liverpool's collapse is not just tactical, it's structural. Key injuries include Wirtz, Robertson, Bradley, multiple midfielders. The squad depth simply isn't good enough. Slot has ideas, but not the tools to execute them. Fire Part 9, so is Arne Slot to blame? Slot is not a bad manager. He proved himself last season by winning the league. He has a clear philosophy, but you cannot Spend £450 million. Lose your tactical identity. Collapse every time you concede. Sit 11th after winning a title. And expect no criticism. Slot must rebuild confidence. Fix transition defense. Reinvent the midfield. Integrate new signings properly. Restore Anfield's fear factor. The pressure is now real. The storm is now here. And Arne Slot's future depends on how he responds right now. Firecracker Part 10, The Road Ahead, Crisis or Rebirth. Liverpool's story isn't finished. This could become a collapse like Chelsea's recent fall. A painful moment that leads to a new era. The next few weeks will decide everything. Slot's credibility. The squad's future. Liverpool's season. The club's identity. This is the moment where champions are tested. Liverpool must rise, or the fall will only continue. If you enjoyed this deep breakdown, please subscribe to The Real Sport. We are a small channel, only around 50 subscribers, and every single subscription motivates us to bring you more high-quality football documentaries and analysis. Like the video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe. This is The Real Sport, and we'll see you in the next one.